I mean, we're all stuck here for a while. Let's try to work it out. Let's try to beat it, let's try and work it out.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're looking at 10 criminal arrests that captured the world's attention. From crime lords to ordinary students, these cases became the focus of casual onlookers and true crime aficionados alike.
Meanwhile, investigators are talking to Madoff Lieutenant Frank DePascali and others, still trying to figure out what happened on the 17th floor.
Luigi Manion.
If you commit a crime in Manhattan, you're crazy to begin with. It's as simple as that.
In an increasingly polarized climate, violent crimes often become political flashpoints. One such moment followed the arrest of Luigi Manion. After the killing of healthcare executive Brian Thompson in New York City, a nationwide manhunt ensued. Not long afterward, Manion was taken into custody in Altoona, Pennsylvania.
I'm a manager at Plank Road McDonald's out here on the Boulevard. Okay. And I have a customer here that some other customers were suspicious of, that he looked like the CEO shooter from New York.
Employees at a local McDonald's recognized him and alerted police. Body camera footage and photos from the arrest spread rapidly online. Commentators dissected the videos, questioning police tactics and focusing heavily on Manion's appearance. He became an infamous online figure, part folk hero, part villain. Almost overnight, fierce debate followed, touching on the damage caused by the healthcare industry. Debate also continues over the unsettling role perceived attractiveness played in the reaction.
The authorities say the suspect was in possession of items consistent with the New York shooting, allegedly including a firearm and a silencer, as well as a document expressing ill will towards corporate America.
Amanda Knox.
Caso chiuso, case closed. You'd have thought they'd busted some sort of mafioso godfather the way that they were reacting.
A year abroad in Italy was supposed to be an adventure. It became an international nightmare. Amanda Knox was arrested in Perugia after the murder of her roommate. The story quickly became a worldwide true crime obsession. An American student accused of a brutal crime overseas proved irresistible to the media. Her mugshot circulated online, along with leaked details from her interrogation.
21-year-old Knox has given differing versions of what happened, but consistently denied any wrongdoing.
And Amanda, of course, was upset about the decision. She was looking to have a prompt solution.
Courtroom footage spread rapidly. Tabloids coined nicknames and dissected her behavior frame by frame. Public opinion hardened long before the legal process could catch up. In later rulings, Italian courts acknowledged serious flaws in the prosecution, including coerced statements and unreliable DNA evidence. Despite these issues, the case pressed forward amid intense media scrutiny. Knox was ultimately exonerated and released.
I'm sleep deprived, I'm isolated, I eventually get yelled at, I am being lied to, I'm being hit. It is going on and on and on until I am led to believe by the police that I have witnessed the crime, but I don't remember it.
Kyle Rittenhouse.
That's right, run.
Kyle Rittenhouse's arrest occurred amid an atmosphere already primed for conflict. Protests in Kenosha had become a flashpoint in America's political divide, praised by some and fiercely condemned by others. When Rittenhouse shot 3 men during the unrest, killing 2, the media response was immediate. Sides formed almost instantly, and the case became another focal point for online political rage.
The case has become a lightning rod in the culture wars. Rittenhouse has emerged as a hero to many on the right. His $2 million bail was paid through donations.
The trial only intensified the reaction. Live-streamed proceedings drew massive audiences. His eventual acquittal sparked celebrations, outrage, and renewed debate nationwide. To supporters on the right, Rittenhouse became a poster boy for gun rights and self-defense. To critics on the left, he embodied the dangers of American gun culture. His case transformed into a violent symbol of a divided nation.
He's the one that caused that carnage. He's the one that put people in harm's way.
Joaquin El Chapo Guzman.
Here he gets out of prison and he's on the road being spotted at this place having, drinks, and this place, with his family members.
By the time Joaquin El Chapo Guzman was captured in 2016, the world had already long known his name. His 2 previous prison escapes had made him a legendary drug lord. The manhunt after his second was a spectacle watched around the globe. Eventually, the Mexican authorities announced his arrest. The footage spread instantly across news networks and social media.
Just how he managed to evade capture while amassing a $14 billion fortune running the world's largest drug smuggling ring
laid bare over his lengthy trial.
Every detail was dissected, from the raid itself to his heavily guarded transfer. The arrest went viral because it felt definitive, cinematic, and overdue. For once, El Chapo wasn't slipping away. The long-running saga the public had followed for years eventually came to an end when Guzman was convicted in New York. He currently resides in ADX Florence Supermax.
Today, we learned that a team of El Chapo engineers was sent to Germany for 3 months training ahead of its construction. And now, the El Chapo story takes another turn down the rabbit hole.
Rodney King.
Do you have any idea at all how many times you were hit by a club? What do you remember about that aspect of it?
Several times.
The first real viral video was a grainy recording of police violence that changed media history. After a high-speed chase, Rodney King was violently beaten by LAPD officers. All the while, a bystander recorded the encounter on a camcorder. The footage aired repeatedly on television, spreading across the globe. Millions watched in disbelief, rewinding and replaying images that were impossible to ignore. The arrest and beating became a shared visual experience, forcing police brutality into the public conversation.
Looking back, King said he'd made a mistake running from the police that night. He said he didn't want to go to jail for drunk driving.
When I saw the tape, it was, I was so happy that it was on tape.
When 3 officers were initially acquitted and a jury struggled to reach a verdict on another, outrage erupted into the 1992 Los Angeles riots. King's case showed how video could expose abuses once hidden from view. It set the template for viral police footage that followed.
When I finally faced down, he bam! Took the blow, bam! A real hard blow to the temple. When he did that, I just looked, and then I went up like that to run this way with my hands up to show no threat.
Harvey Weinstein.
The man who once ruled Hollywood must now wear a tracking monitor and is the subject of at least 2 more investigations.
When Harvey Weinstein turned himself in to the New York City Police Department, the rest of the world seemed to know within moments. Footage of the once untouchable producer arriving in handcuffs spread across news feeds worldwide. The arrest, visible, public, and symbolic, felt like it carried the weight of the entire #MeToo movement.
More than 80 women have accused Weinstein of sexual harassment, misconduct, and even rape. Most cases remained out of the public eye after he quietly made financial arrangements with the victims.
For decades, Weinstein's power had operated behind closed doors, protected by silence and industry intimidation. In 2017, investigative reporters brought forward dozens of women with allegations of harassment, assault, and intimidation. The following year, the image of Weinstein under police escort was unavoidable. That image became one of the defining moments of the era. For many, it marked a rare instance where a powerful figure visibly faced consequences.
It's still unclear exactly what happens to him next, but we know that he has been not just charged now, but convicted of 2 very serious crimes.
George Floyd.
Since we had 3 people and only us 2 officers, I was like, we should put him in the car. We're going to get him secure.
The killing of George Floyd was captured on a bystander's phone, echoing the impact of the Rodney King video decades earlier. The footage spread worldwide within hours. Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin knelt on Floyd's neck for over 9 minutes as Floyd pleaded for his life. Public outrage exploded immediately. That anger landed in a world already strained by pandemic lockdowns, economic fear, and months of isolation. Protests erupted across the United States and quickly spread to cities around the globe.
The next morning, even though things are quieter, the protests continued in the streets. But these streets are a bit different.
When Chauvin was arrested days later, the moment went viral on its own. The arrest was framed as a test of accountability amid unprecedented pressure. Political reactions only widened the divide. President Donald Trump condemned unrest, threatening crackdowns, while protesters demanded justice.
You said your brother would be part of history.
This is what George lived for. He loved to see people happy, loved to see people getting along. He wanted to bring everybody together.
Bernie Madoff.
Madoff was driven. He has the kind of personality that is extremely proud of the incredibly intricate and complex web that he's woven.
The arrest of Bernie Madoff marked a financial reckoning that quickly became a cultural shockwave. For years, he had been a trusted fixture of Wall Street. He was a man whose reputation rested on decades of apparent success and reliability. Amid a worldwide financial crisis, news broke that federal agents had taken Madoff into custody. The revelation was explosive.
Nothing my team did stopped Madoff. Nothing the government did stopped Madoff. He blew up because the markets blew up in 2008.
Investigators soon revealed losses in the tens of billions. Thousands of families, charities, celebrities, and institutions were devastated. To much of the public, Madoff became a symbol. He was one of the few Wall Street figures to face real consequences in the wake of the crisis. For many, his arrest offered a rare and limited sense of accountability.
The fact that he goes 150 years in jail, that's justice has been done. The 12 years that his lawyers asked, justice wouldn't have been done.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Those who pushed for a change in state law, allowing the release of the grand jury testimony, said it shows the public and gives them a chance to get a better glimpse of Epstein's predatory behavior and to see that he got a sweetheart deal, 18 months in the county jail.
Jeffrey Epstein's arrest sent shockwaves through the public consciousness. The wealthy financier had deep ties to politicians, royalty, and billionaires. When the nature of his alleged crimes was revealed, the story spread instantly. Speculation and conspiracy theories were fueled by years of unanswered questions and a controversial prior plea deal. Every photo, flight record, and social connection was dissected online.
Sexual predators like Jeffrey Epstein have an eye for picking out someone who is in need of something, and they identify that need and then they exploit it.
When Epstein later died in jail, public anger and suspicion intensified. Attention quickly shifted to Ghislaine Maxwell, his longtime associate. Her arrest in 2020 reignited global interest and renewed scrutiny of Epstein's inner circle. Ever since, both the left and right have demanded that all the documents related to Epstein's case be released.
But sources say a second camera inside the tier, the one that could have seen Epstein's cell door and the doors of other inmates, was not working that night.
The theories that are out there, one of them is that it was another inmate who may have killed Jeffrey Epstein.
Come on. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. O.J. Simpson.
He never really made an effort to get the glove on, so the whole thing was a fiasco.
Would you show that to the jury, Mr. Simpson?
It was one of those rare definitional moments that only come a few times a decade. Americans were riveted by a slow-motion police chase unfolding live on television. O.J. Simpson rode in the back of a white Ford Bronco as helicopters tracked the pursuit across Los Angeles highways. An estimated 95 million viewers tuned in as networks cut away from regular programming, including the NBA Finals.
O.J. Simpson is sitting in the back seat, and he has a gun at his head. And presumably the officers in those 4 cars that are maintaining the pace.
The chase lasted roughly 45 minutes. Crowds lined overpasses, cheering as if it were a parade. When Simpson was finally taken into custody at his Brentwood home, the arrest had already become a shared national experience. The image of the white Bronco remains one of the most iconic live media events in television history.
The O.J. Simpson murder case was the first true reality show for the country.
Which arrest stopped you in your tracks? Let us know in the comments below.